And welcome, guys. Thanks for tuning back into another episode of the Game of Cryptos. I hope you guys are all doing well. Right now, of course, the market is still pretty red across the board. All your altcoins, Bitcoin, everything's pretty much flat or down. But hey, guys, that's okay. Use this time to look at your portfolios, reallocate things, rebalance things, sell off some crypto, and buy into more of your higher conviction plays. We hopefully have a little bit more time, whether that's a couple more weeks, a couple more months, to maybe DCA and dollar cost average into some of your favorite cryptos and into the cryptos that you have the highest convictions in. Remember, guys, at this point in the bull run, there's no need to be in a billion different cryptos. This is the time to be in those solid plays that you really think are going to go crazy and do really well in this next stage of the bull run. So in this video, though, I wanted to go over what I would do if I was building and or making a 10K portfolio. If I had $10,000 right now, I'm ready to get into the market. Let's say I just signed up on Coinbase. I have a Coinbase wallet. I have MetaMask. I have, I can buy off a couple of these different exchanges. What would I buy? Let's say I'm familiar with Jupiter and whatnot. What would I buy? In this video, I'm going to go over that, what I would do with $10,000. Before we do, just want to go over a tweet on Twitter or X from Virtual Bacon. He says, if you're still here after the C19 crash, after Bitcoin's dive from around 69K to 15K, the USDT collapse and Terra Luna's dropped to zero, Three Arrows Capital's collapse, 18 billion to zero, the bankruptcy of Celsius and Voyager, congratulations, you are a true crypto veteran. Guys, that is so true. If you are here now, if you are in the market now, basically still you're still early. You're still in the inception phase before the bull market goes absolutely crazy. The halving just happened a week ago or so. We are early. We are here before the majority of retail. And you can still make really great, substantial gains in this crypto market. And in this video, I hope that I can help you with those of you that are new to this market that are looking to allocate funds and spend money on crypto. What would you want to invest in? And in this video, I'm going to go over recommendations. Again, none of this is financial advice, but as always, these are going to be recommendations as to what I would potentially invest in if I was getting into the market now. I'm gonna go over this PowerPoint. You're gonna see me disappear for a little bit, but I'll come back. You'll see the picture of me here in a little bit. So, going into it, right now, if I was making a 10K portfolio, ideally, now what I'm gonna go majority over today is anything between a medium and high risk portfolio. So you're going to be going down the lower market cap plays. You're not going to be necessarily in those high cap plays. We're not investing in Bitcoin. We're not investing in Ethereum. And most importantly too, we want gains. We're here to make life-changing money potentially. And yeah, we're still early, but we have tons of ground to cover. If you're getting the market at this point, some people have already made 10x gains on their money. Some people might have already turned $10,000 into $100,000. So you're not late. You're not late to the party, but the party has already been going on without you. But we can still make some substantial gains and have a good time at this party. So, so to speak, if you catch the analogy. So, again, the top 10 coins, you're not going to make enough returns if you're looking for those maybe 20, 30 X's. And again, the more X's equal the more return. The more money you want to make, the more risk you're going to have to be willing to take. Now, in these portfolios, what are them? You're going to want to invest in the bullish narratives. And some of the top narratives right now, AI, DeepIn, anything dealing with the GPUs, gaming, layer ones, Bitcoin L2s, meme coins, the Solana ecosystem, the Avalanche ecosystem, the base ecosystem. Again, these are going to be some of the top narratives that you are going to want to invest in if you had $10,000 or just any amount that you were willing to start investing into. Now, digging into some of the main stuff. So right now, if I was getting into AI, DeepN, or GPUs, these would be some of the cryptos that I'd be considering. Again, you're not going to see everything, but these are some of the cryptos that I would potentially get in. You have BitTensor Tau, one of the top AI plays right now, machine learning. I've done a deep dive video. I'm not going to go into super detail, but if you're looking for a powerhouse of an AI play, BitTensor Tau is one of them. Now, mentioning powerhouses, I have these three, Ocean, Fetch, and Singularity, here at the bottom, and they are merging into the ASI crypto, I believe. They're merging all the way into one giant crypto, and arguably I think this is going to compete with BitTensor Tau, especially with market cap. Depending on when these come out, it's going to potentially compete a lot with BitTensor. So definitely look out for them because they could be a potentially good investment. Then you have Akash Network. Again, another crypto that has been making some significant waves in the crypto industry. Render, you guys know about Render, everything going on. It's basically the NVIDIA of crypto. They have partnerships with NVIDIA. Render has done really well. It's already 10x since the bear market lows. And then you have Nosana. Nosana would be like a degen version of Render if you were thinking about that. So, moving on to the next one, here I am. So we're going to get into gaming. And guys, you'll see as I'm going through this, I'm going to get to the overall part of, everything coming together and which cryptos I'd select. But again, I'm just going over ideas. You have OTK. Now, OTK can be cool because it's on the Solana ecosystem. It is a lower market cap, but it can still be extremely bullish. There's tons of room for where it can grow. And this is one of the top gaming infrastructure plays on Solana. Now, you have Nakamoto Games over here on Polygon. Nakamoto Games has had a bull run, but still a really bullish crypto. GFL, Games for a Living, not necessarily on the best of change on BNB, but still, nonetheless, GFL hasn't seen a bull run, and there's a lot of potential room to run in this next stage of the bull run. Myria on Ethereum, this one again, very new, hasn't seen a bull run yet, and it has a lot of room to run. Alex Becker and Elio Trades actually back this. They're involved with Neo Tokyo, so there's a lot of potential. Echelon Prime, now this one, out of all of these, the biggest of a market cap. So if you're looking for maybe a 10x, Echelon Prime is something maybe more where to go with. And then down here you have Shrapnel, Off the Grid, Gunzilla. Gunzilla are the makers behind Off the Grid. Off the Grid, Gunzilla, Shrapnel are all utilizing the Avalanche ecosystem, so that's really bullish for Avalanche. Gunzilla Games, they are going to have their token Guns, which is still not out at the time of this video, but be looking forward to that. That could be a huge potential big gainer this bull run, investing in the company, investing in the company that makes Off the Grid. And then Shrapnel, arguably one of the best game that's out there that's utilizing Web 3.0 again. It is off in utilizing the Avalanche ecosystem. So again, guys, those are not all the games. It's just some things these are just to give you guys ideas, examples for, okay, what would I get involved with potentially if I was building a 10K portfolio. Here you have Caspa, one of the top new layer ones, solving the trilemma. Injective was super bullish in 2023, and the hype has slightly gone down, but they do have the new upgrade and becoming more deflationary, very solid, and there's not a lot in, the tokens, and majority of them are, I believe, in circulation. So Injective is looking pretty good. Another L1 to be really good. Tectum help making Bitcoin stronger, faster, one of the fastest blockchains, at least self-proclaimed. Tectum is really bullish. You have Celestia, new, hasn't seen a bull run, kind of fitting that Solana killer narrative. Same thing with Solana killer narrative, hasn't seen a bull run. Solana, everything with the memes, the ecosystems, stuff going on with Jupiter and Radium, very, very bullish blockchain. Avalanche, again, Shrapnel, OTG, Gunzilla, a lot of really big crypto when it deals with Web 3.0 and gaming. And then over here, you have Lithium, a really nice proof of work crypto. Again, kind of in that same realm as Caspa. So again, guys, these are just examples of cryptos that you can invest in. The next one, I know you guys really like these, meme coins. If I was investing in a 10K portfolio, I would go after the top meme coins on each chain, or at least a couple of the chains. Solana, the top meme coin, is going to be dog with hat with. Ethereum, the top one is going to be Pepe. And on base, it's going to be Brett. Meme coins, again, guys, they're very risky. You want to be careful with them, but arguably, in a well-balanced portfolio, you're going to want to put at least one, maybe two meme coins in it. And again, you want to have a very small allocation. Here, I'm going to go quickly over it because I don't want this video to be too long. You have Stacks, Mint Layer, and Orange. These are things that are help utilizing and making the Bitcoin ecosystem with scaling and with DeFi. Mint Layer, Stacks is a more high cap play, and then Mint Layer and Orange are definitely going to be more, arguably more degen, more risk, but again, more risk, more reward. So now we're getting into the last part of this video, and we're going to just kind of go over portfolio examples. Now, if I was building a portfolio right now, you don't want to have too many plays. I would not say you have 10K doesn't mean get 10 cryptos, because you're not going to have enough allocation. You're not going to have enough money towards those. So what I would do is maybe put around, almost like, for your meme coins, you don't want to put as much in, but for for this portfolio, I would go with a layer 1. So you got Caspa, a new layer 1, really bullish. You want to go with the new cryptos because that's where the most gains are going to be. Tectum, helping with the Bitcoin ecosystem, helping with scaling payments, a layer 2 solution for Bitcoin, really bullish. I think Tectum's a great play. You're noticing here that this is a diversified portfolio. You're hitting things in different niches. Render, the AI, the DPEN. Render is going to do great this bull run. Could end up hitting really high in the billions in market caps. I'm talking 30, 40, 50 billion, which would be about a 10x from here, potentially minimum. Could go higher. Render, I think, is going to be really great, especially, one of the top plays dealing with AI. One of the top memes right now, one of the hottest ones, dog with hat, with. This is where a lot of money and attention is going to. So this is a potential where I would go with. And then over here you have Miria and GFL, two new gaming infrastructure plays where games are being built on. So again, Miria and GFL are not any single type of game. They are gaming hubs where games will be built on them. So if I was building a potential 10K portfolio and I was looking for something with higher risk, higher reward, this would be one to potentially look at. Now again, let's see here. So potentially, if I was investing in this type of portfolio, let's say you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would probably go like, I'd probably go like 2K in Caspa, put about 2K in Tectum, So these top, layer ones, and then I'd put about 2K in render. Now render out of all these is going to be the highest market cap. So some would say like, hey, this isn't that much of a, you're not playing that much of a risk. Render's not a high risk. But I would still put it more, consider it as more of like a medium risk, but it's gonna do really well. So right now you spent about 6K. You have about 4K left to spend. Now what I would probably do is, let's see, you have about 4K. I mean, depending on what you want to do, you could do about 1K in Miria, 1K in GFL, and then if you want to be super crazy, then you end up doing 2K in Dog with Hat. Again, this is not financial advice. Some people might only throw in like $500, but again, we have ground to cover. Some people have already made a 10x in crypto. You're here trying to play ball. You want to get points on the scoreboard. So you're going to have to take risks. So there you have it. A 10K portfolio, 2K in Caspa, 2K in Tectum, 2K in Render, 2K in Dog with Hat, and then a K in GFL and a K in Miria. Let me know what you guys think. I know there's different ways to kind of go about, spending that portfolio, but I feel like, it's decent. I don't think it's too bad. Next one. So here's alternatives. This is, if you weren't someone that invested in Caspa, but you still wanted a really bullish layer 1, a lithium. If you go and look at its price chart, it's been really bullish. Again, this has even more potential to get even more return than Caspa. So again, it's a higher risk play, but higher risk equals higher reward. Again, if I was looking at a portfolio like this, maybe put 2K in a lithium. Now, the next one, we got mint layers. So mint layer is going to be dealing with helping with the Bitcoin ecosystem. So again, instead of investing in Tectum, we're going to go and invest in mint layer. So we want to put 2K here in mint layer. Let me make this full screen for you guys. So the next one we have is Tau. So Tau, if I was looking into investing in Bitcoin or Tau, again, this is a higher market cap, but, instead of maybe, no, I would go about 2K in Tau. So you got 6K. And then you have Nakamoto Games. So I'd probably go about 2K in that. So you got 2468, and then I would go about 1,000 in OTK, and then I would go 1,000 in Pepe. So what I did here, if you guys are paying attention, is I basically took the same theme as this one, but I just kind of did a different variation. Instead of Caspa, I went with a lithium. Instead of the Tectum, I went with mint layer. And instead of render, I went with another top AI play, and that was Tau. Instead of Dog with Hat, I went with Pepe. Pepe, I think, is going to be really bullish because of the fact that Coinbase, I believe on Coinbase futures, they're already utilizing it. And when they have the the spot position available where people can go on the Coinbase exchange and actually buy it, that to me is huge, because if you think back, that's reasons why cryptos like Dogecoin were able to go absolutely crazy in the last bull run. It was the ease of access. You could buy it off of Robinhood. You could buy it off of Coinbase, just like that. In retail, they want They want to invest in things that are easy. They don't want to have to go to all these different DeFi wallets and exchanges, these decentralized exchanges, and do all this, swap tokens to get that. They don't want to do that. They're not going to do that. If crypto is really complicated for them. So if Pepe gets listed on Coinbase, I think that's going to be extremely bullish for Pepe and can net you some huge returns, and that's exactly what we're after in for this video. Now, just for the sake of this video, I did do, again, there's some of you that are going to want to play it more safe, so this was like the safest route. You have Solana, Stacks, Injective, Prime, Dogecoin, and again ASI, when they do the merge. I wonder what they're going to do for their token logo. I don't know if there's any like pictures of what their token's going to look like yet. It'd be interesting to see what they decide the design to look like. But again, here, maybe if I was spending 10K, maybe put 2K here in Solana, put 2K in Injective, so some of these higher caps, 2K in Stacks, so you spend 6K, you got 4K left, and then I'd probably go about 2K in the ASI, and then let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 1,000 in Prime, and then 1,000 in Dogecoin. So there you guys have it. Again, these are just examples. These are things that you can do. Don't take these as oh, I have to absolutely do this. I got to follow this. No, guys, you can do. You can copy these, but the most important thing is to do your research and have a diversified portfolio. And this is just to give you guys examples of some of the things that are possible when it comes to diversifying your crypto portfolio. You want to have things in the popular different ecosystems, the Bitcoin ecosystem. Notice you didn't necessarily see a slide for Avalanche and Solana. The main reason is because some of those were already just in the other category, so I just decided not to do it. But if I was doing a Solana slide, I would have had, I would have had dog with hat in it. You could have had Render, because Render did switch to Solana. Another crypto that I didn't mention that is a layer scaling solution, layer 2, Neon EVM. That could be one to look out for. Avalanche, again, that would be a lot of these things like OTG, Shrapnel, Gunzilla. That would have been the Avalanche ecosystem. But again, guys, you want to allocate your money in the bullish narratives. The narratives, think about it. If you continuously hear about a narrative, AI, depend GPUs, layer 1s, gaming, if you constantly hear that, then you have to understand that when people later come into the bull run, the retail, the ones that buy the Dogecoins and whatnot, when they come in, they're going to be buying the things that they hear everyone else buying. And they're going to be buying the narratives that they hear about. And these are the popular narratives. This is where the money is going to be flowing into. And if you're in some of the top plays, there's a good chance that you're going to set yourself up to make some really, really good returns. So, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope maybe you learned something. I hope, this makes sense. Again, I wouldn't say don't absolutely blindly copy this, these portfolios. I mean, you can if you want. Maybe add one that you never thought about adding, potentially. Again, none of this is financial advice. Always do your research. Some of these cryptos that I talk about, I do own, but some of these I don't. Actually, a fair amount of these I don't own. So I have no advantage of telling you guys to potentially buy this stuff. It's just out of the pure like me wanting to help you guys and to give you guys what I think is a fairly good diversified way to go about balancing your portfolios. So I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys learned something. Let me know in the comments, you know, how many cryptos do you have in your portfolio? If you had a 10K portfolio, what are the max number of cryptos that you would buy? Would you say about 6 cryptos is good enough? I would say that's a really decent allocation, 5 to 6. You don't need to be crazily over diversified, because remember, if you're over diversified, that's less. You're not going to maximize your gains because you can be too dispersed, and then you're not making any gains. So you want to go hard in your conviction plays. That's how you do it. So thank you guys for tuning in for this episode of the Game of Cryptos, and I will catch you guys in the next one.